Good evening, hope you're well. Welcome to Look North on the programme tonight. 4 more people have been arrested in connection with the deaths of a mother and her children in a Bradford house fire. And West Yorkshire welcomes back the vibrant Leeds West Indian Carnival. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amanda Harper. 4 more people have been arrested this morning in connection with a house fire in Bradford that killed a mother and her children. 29-year-old Bryony Goworth and her 3 young children died after their home on Westbury Road was deliberately set alight on the early hours of Wednesday morning. Michelle Lyons reports.
Tributes still lay outside the house here on Westbury Road in Bradford, where a mother and her 3 children died following a fire in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Today, police announced 4 more people had been arrested in connection with the deaths of 29-year-old Bryony Goworth and her children, 9-year-old Dennisty, 5-year-old Oscar and 22-month-old Aubrey. A 25-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder in the Keighley area earlier this morning. And a 54-year-old woman and a 42-year-old man were arrested at the same address on suspicion of assisting an offender. A 44-year-old man was also arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder after he handed himself in at a police station. New crime scenes have also been set up at 2 addresses in Keighley as investigations continue. Last week, a 39-year-old man was also arrested on the day of the fire on suspicion of murder. He remains in hospital with critical injuries. 2 more men were also arrested on Friday on suspicion of murder. One of them, a 36-year-old, remains in custody. Investigations are ongoing and West Yorkshire Police are asking anyone with information which can help with their inquiries to please get in touch. Michelle Lyons, BBC Look North, Bradford.
Today marks 10 years since the report into child grooming in Rotherham was released. The J report criticised Rotherham Council and South Yorkshire Police for failing to protect around 1,400 child victims of sexual offences committed by adults. The Chief Superintendent for South Yorkshire Police has since praised the victims who spoke with the inquiry. She said they've changed policing.
First, I want to recognise we did fail victims and we have apologised. We'll continue to do so, but we've learned from the J report and we continue to learn. We now work truly in a multi-agency fashion. We gather all the information and intelligence from across the partnership. We sit down collectively on a weekly basis to understand what that means. We have support services in place for each and every victim who comes forward. We're open to people coming in and looking at what we're doing and telling us that we're doing it right, or if we're not, what can we do better? And that's the important thing, is that we are open and transparent and we're always seeking to develop and improve.
And tomorrow on Look North at 6:30 we will be hearing much more from South Yorkshire Police, plus a grooming survivor will be bravely sharing their story with us as we reflect on 10 years since the publication of that landmark J report. A new campaign is being launched to debunk myths and improve education surrounding e-bike battery safety. Following recent fires, a group of cycling organisations want to raise awareness about the benefits of electric bikes on the economy and health. The e-bike positive campaign encourages people to only purchase lithium-ion batteries from reputable suppliers and to avoid DIY modifications to their bikes.
Sure that you've got a working smoke alarm and it's tested regularly. Make sure that they're not being charged overnight, they're not left in an escape route, and that you're using a charger that conforms to British safety standards.
Now, one of West Yorkshire's biggest events, the Leeds West Indian Carnival, took place this afternoon. The carnival dates back all the way to 1967. Around 100,000 people are expected to have attended. The route through Hare Hills and Chapeltown was shorter this year, but organisers promised the party would be just as lively. Carla Fowler went along.
Welcome to the 57th Leeds West Indian Carnival, the oldest Caribbean carnival in Europe. Around 100,000 people expected here today, and right now the troops are gathering. Each troop has spent months preparing. With more than 70 members, RJC Dance and Mango Arts started designing their costumes back in February. Now the waiting is over.
Everyone welcome. As you can look around and see, troops come from all over, all different backgrounds, ethnicities. So Carnival has always been this space where we should feel included and welcomed. And we have stuck to that after 57 years.
Carnival was brought to Leeds by founder Arthur France. Since 1967, he's been spreading his message of emancipation and unity.
Because the Carnival does what the government cannot do. They talk about race relation, and they have make a mess of it every time. But when you look at the Carnival and see, the Carnival bring people of all race, colour, class, creed, section of society together in harmony. No one else could do that but the Carnival.
It's an achievement to create your own costumes and finally get them ready and get them on the road, but when you see the amount of costumes on the road, the quality of the costumes, the amount of numbers on the road watching, it's just brilliant, it's brilliant.
Good vibes, nice food, lovely people.
Dumplings!
It's a really nice event. It's very nice to see a lot of people together.
I think it's amazing, all the costumes and the colours, absolutely fantastic.
Actually my first time, so I'm excited. Beautiful!
Keeping it real with peace and harmony on the streets of Chapeltown. Carla Fowler, BBC Look North, Leeds Carnival.
Oh, some fantastic costumes there. Now on to the weather prospects. It's been feeling a little bit cooler this weekend, hasn't it? Let's see if there's any improvements on the way. Here's the forecast from Paul Mooney.
Good evening. After a half-decent bank holiday Monday weather-wise, tomorrow starts off fine and dry, but clouds over later with some patchy rain. Should stay dry overnight tonight. Some bright spells to end the day and then clear spells overnight with broken cloud and a southwesterly breeze. Bit of cloud drifting in to western areas at times. Temperatures hold up in double figures for most places. Tomorrow then, it's a dry start to the day. Some good bright spells around through the morning. Eastern areas hang on to the brightness longest because the cloud will thicken up from the west through the course of the day, bringing some patchy rain with it through the afternoon and into the evening. Temperatures will still make 22 Celsius, although it will be breezier with it. Wednesday looks like a very warm day, although we could see 1 or 2 showers. Thursday, Friday and in towards the weekend, it's mostly fine and dry. Good sunny spells, but a little bit fresher with temperatures typically around 20 Celsius later in the week.
Oh, looking very nice for the end of those school holidays. That's it from us. Do have a lovely evening. Whatever you have planned, we'll be back with the late news and weather just after 10 o'clock. Goodbye.